We are starting to get serious about interior design.
Ellie's starting to get ideas.
And hoping we can pivot to working inside ASAP.
The low was 3 last night.
3! Today is a reminder it's all about the journey.
Things are getting uglier and uglier as we go.
Even if the destination is making us go a little crazy.
In the summertime. In the summertime. We absolutely love the bagel guillotine. It's the best and easiest and safest way to cut a bagel. And honestly, I'm in love.
No hubiera pensado que yo me iba a enamorar, jamás no quería saber.
Well, it's a nice, beautiful early morning here. It's absolutely freezing outside. There's a little bit of snow, but mostly just really cold temperatures. So everything's covered in a nice little thin layer of ice, but we are nice and warm and toasty in here. I built a fire this morning, and we're over here giving Billy a little bit of yogurt. Are you liking the yogurt, buddy? I know, you like to eat the backside of the spoon. Oh, is that yummy? Is that yummy? Very similar to Leo, Billy is not really eating much. He's just like kind of putting it in his mouth and spitting it out. For some reason, my children are just not big eaters. They just want to be bone thin, and they're on the right track.
He's still so young.
He is still so young.
He's just getting a flavor
He
profile.
just doesn't have that hunger. He doesn't have that desire to just like eat everything that he can try.
See, Leo's eating yogurt. He's gonna have a bagel too. You want a bagel, right?
Yeah, do you want a bagel?
You want a bagel?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you a bagel.
Mom, do you want a bagel?
Yeah.
No te preocupes, lo que siento yo por vos.
What's the wood for?
Fire.
Fire!
Is it, where's that bacon?
Fire.
All right, we are ready to pick up where we left off yesterday. We actually ended up getting one of our pieces up that went around the electrical panel, which was a huge pain in the butt. I'm really glad that portion is done. Just getting it into place was really difficult because when you have like a fixed item here and a fixed item here and it needs to go around it and had to go over the pipes that were for that furnace exhaust, finagling it in there was not easy, but we finally got it in place. Now we have the other piece that's gonna slide onto the other side of our electrical panel there. And then it's basically just go around this window and a couple other pieces. Bob's your uncle. We are making good progress here. I don't know how far we'll get on this wall today, but we're gonna do our best. All right, we've got our pieces up that are gonna go all the way around the electrical box. So basically, this area right here that we just finished is technically the most difficult part, I think, that we had left as far as siding goes. Most difficult as in like cutting around things, not necessarily as in getting the sheets to where they need to be mounted, because we've got some difficult stuff that needs to happen up high. It's freezing out here and we're making it happen. Carry onward. pushing out on that bottom?
No,
it's like a
half
like
inch.
3/4 of an inch too high. Third time's a charm, baby. Hold on. There we go. That looks amazing right here. It is quite remarkable. I feel like every single year up here, some worse than others, but pretty much every single year, the beginning of the year, there's no snow. And we're always like, where's the snow? Where's the snow? There's like a skiff here and a dusting there, and then it melts and it's muddy, and it's like, man, this winter sucks. Like maybe there's not gonna be any snow. And then there's a storm or a handful of storms like what just came over Christmas, and it just dumps. And it brings like 2 and 3 feet of snow, and everything is covered in this big, thick, heavy blanket of snow. And honestly, I love it. And I love it. I know that I love it because when it doesn't snow, I'm like longing for that challenge of like digging ourselves out and like battling the elements. And it's just a really unique place to live. If I moved somewhere where there was no seasons and there was no winter, I would like mourn the loss of winter because I love it.
Siding is coming along great. They're starting to wrap around to the front of the house. But just like with everything else around here, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. The siding's going great until Trent punctured a hole in the siding yesterday with a snowblower. No matter how careful we are, no matter what we do, we always have problems and run into issues. That's part of the DIY process, and something that we knew would happen building this ourselves. So we're gonna have to figure out how to repair that. And hopefully it's not as hard as it looks.
Cold hand, frozen feet, raindrops falling on the street. I can't recall when I last saw the sun. Summer's just a memory, a faded piece of history. No one can remember all the fun. The late night barbecue.
All right, so we had one more strip of fascia here to do on the back side. We needed to get all the tongue and groove done underneath before we could put that up. And since we did all the tongue and groove, we hadn't had a chance to do that. So we went ahead and threw those 2 pieces of fascia up, got that all buttoned up.
Looks good.
Now we literally just have to finish the siding under there, trim it all out, and that portion of the deck will be completely finished. Still gotta paint the siding, but that's not gonna happen for quite some time because it is too cold to be painting out here. I keep getting lost in my memories. You know, I remember when we built the original part of the house, and it was like, oh, you know, we had to do siding, and we busted the siding out in 6 weeks or something like that, you know? And so I keep thinking like, oh, you know, we'll just get this siding done real quick. There's 3 of us. We'll just bust it out in like a month or something, you know?
I don't know if you remember, when we were doing siding on the main part of the house, I was like in labor, or I had just had Leo. I remember there were like Saturdays and Sundays that you guys worked that we didn't even film because it was like our panic deadline. Leo was sick, things were crazy. It was just like, get this done as fast as possible. We were working like 12-hour days.
It's true.
It was a totally different like pace, totally different pace of work.
Yeah, now we're just trying to get it done.
First piece of the second row.
First piece of the second row. Should be a little bit of a struggle fest, but I think we got it. We've done stuff like this before.
All right, let's find out. Brandon looks very confident.
Oh, the cut will fit. Getting it up there.
Oh God.
Oh!
Put that there. Oh, is your ladder in the way?
It might be. Oh, we're good.
That should be up high enough.
Yeah.
Oh, my glove!
Higher on the left. Needs to go higher. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think think so.
First take though, no need to recut.
Trent gave me the right numbers this time.
We're coming off probably a month-long binge of Leo watching Home Alone. You guys are looking very Harry and Marv today.
How come Leo's never putting that together?
Yeah, that's the way we roll, bathing in the sun, on the beach having fun. Whoa, these lazy days are never done.
What did you do?
Tried to karate chop it. Broke my arm.
With your wrist?
My forearm. I tried to like, hiya, like through it, but
Why didn't you use the hammer that was in your other hand?
the hammer was on it, and I was trying to hit the hammer to pop the nail out.
Did it work?
No, didn't budge. It just hurt my arm really bad.
That piece looks good though.
Yeah, well, don't look too close. Things are getting uglier and uglier as we go. Matches are freaking.
Nothing will match that.
I don't even know what to do there.
Cry.
Besides cry.
Whoa, these lazy days are never.
You guys know that I'm super active. You guys watch me do construction, and you guys see me do jujitsu and all different types of stuff, but I've actually been like pretty athletic and super active my entire life. And I drank all different type of sports drinks, and none of them hit the spot and make me feel as good as Element. And today's video is sponsored by Element. The best thing about Element is that it gives you a nice balance of electrolytes. You guys get sodium, you get potassium, magnesium, and there's zero sugar. So most sports drinks give you like maybe a quarter or 20% of the dose of electrolytes that you get from Element, but they also give you like 30 grams of sugar, which really is not good for you. Doesn't matter if you're working out or not. Right now I'm drinking the grapefruit salt flavor, which is absolutely delicious. The watermelon is actually my favorite, but I think this is a close second. And honestly, they have so many different flavors that you can always find something that you like. And when you look at the research, it actually shows that the recommended sodium levels that like the FDA and doctors have been telling us for years is actually far lower than what we really should be getting. It's something that's gonna help you go above and beyond if you're an athlete, if you're dieting, if you're doing keto, if you're doing a low carb diet, or if you're an endurance athlete, any of these things, this is super beneficial for you, but also if you're just an everyday person trying to top off your electrolytes, Element is amazing. If you guys wanna check out Element right now, they're actually doing a special deal. If you click the link in our description or go to drinkelement.com/Trent and Allie, that's drinklmnt.com/Trent and Allie. You'll actually get a free sample pack with one of every one of their flavors so that you can try them all out, figure out which one you love the most, and then you can order a full box of that. Wanted to say thanks again to Element for not only being my favorite beverage of all time, but for also sponsoring today's video. Now we are gonna get back to the build.
We are switching gears. It's pretty cold out there, and the siding is not for the faint of heart. So we've done a little bit of siding, and now we've got a little bit of work to do inside.
I don't know if you guys remember, but when we built these windows and had them widened and shortened, we had to get new blinds. So from Lutron, we ordered some roller blinds. They finally shown up, which is really, really cool because that window over there has just been blacked out since we put those shades up, and it makes the rest of the house very dark. So I'm very excited that we're gonna be able to open and close that with the snap of our fingers. I'm gonna start over here because it's not like up on a big ladder where I have to figure out how to do this again because I haven't installed one of these for years. Blows, Lovey. I feel like I need to take my shirt off. I'm sweating just from.
You're just cold from outside. Yeah, then you come in here.
Just like the difference from here to here is like 1,000 degrees.
Yeah.
When we ordered these windows, we got like pretty high heat gain windows because in the wintertime we wanted the sun to be able to help heat the house. We did all these things to make the house hot. And then, like Kevin, our GC, was like, you will never need air conditioning up here. In the summer, we need air conditioning because the sun comes through the windows and heats the house in the sun in the summertime. The sun has a in the summertime.
You remembered how to do this?
No, but I'm just drilling holes and hoping that everything works out okay in the end.
Yay! Good job. Mom? Yes, Leo. Oh my goodness! Whoa, look at you! You look like you're wearing a toga like Hercules.
What's a toga?
It's called a toga.
A toga?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Make it into a toga for me.
Okay, so it goes under one arm and over one arm. Ta-da!
Here.
You look like Hercules.
Yeah. I'm Hercules.
You're a Hercules.
Give me that.
Say hello. Talk to the camera.
Hello.
What do you want to say to the camera?
Bye.
Okay.
If I had a boat, I would sail out. Take every brother and sister of mine. Roll in the sunshine when it's dark. Hoping to find somewhere we can call home. But it's black, yeah, it's black. Oh, the water's black. 'Cause it's black, it's all black. Black water. If I had some time, I'd be biting it well. But my house is on fire, there's no one left to tell. Just take what is given, the doors have been sealed. Just breathe in the poison and hope God is real. I'll pick you violet flowers if I get there faster than you. I'll pick you violet flowers if I get there faster than you. 'Cause it's mad, yeah, it's mad. Oh,
All right, Billy is sort of down. He's making a little bit of noise, but he's almost down for his morning nap. And I would like to make a play space down here so that Leo has another little area he can play in. Unfortunately, it's kind of a mess in here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been playing.
Yeah. Maybe we can move this fireplace out of here.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
we can do that. Look, I got a tree.
A tree?
Yeah.
It looks like a little piece of a leaf.
No, it's a tree.
I heard you say you found the story all tucked away in the back of the room. Been lost for years, far away from the glory, in the midst of our day-to-day routine, in the corner of our minds. We're not in blue,
Ow.
we're not in mourning. That's the truth. It takes more than among the things.
So we've been running into an issue where Billy needs to go down for a nap, so we put Billy upstairs in the loft. We put him down for a nap. But we have a 3-year-old, And so the 3-year-old has to be somewhere in the house, and he wants to play and scream and jump and make noise, no matter how quiet you tell him to be. It's almost like, to spite you, he will be twice as loud as he was being before when you tell him to be quiet. So we are trying to organize a quiet time play place down here in the basement. And unfortunately, we have a lot of storage bins, a lot of our old roller blinds, some extra carpet, all these different items down here that are just kind of thrown into this space because they're kind of out of the way down here. As soon as we're done with the addition, down in the crawl space where the furnace and everything is, that's where all of our like big storage stuff and extra carpet and things like this that we have in the house are gonna end up. And that's a huge space where we can store tons of stuff, and we're like totally not worried about it being down there. Really looking forward to getting that done, because then this space will be opened up and clear and usable. We can use the sauna. I mean, we use the sauna anyways, but we can use the sauna without a bunch of clutter all around. Leo can use this as a play place. But right now, it's just gonna have to be a cluttered play place because that's what we got to work with. There really is nothing better in the wintertime than sitting in front of the wood-burning stove, just watching the fire crackle. It's nice and warm and cozy. Brandon and Grayson are actually going to be trying to finish doing the tongue and groove on the ceiling of the roof on the deck. And Allie and I are actually getting ready to do a dump run. So we're gonna go pick up the trailer. It's at Grayson and Jennifer's house. We're gonna load it up, take it to the dump. The main reason we're doing that today is because it is like 17 degrees outside right now, which means all of the mud at the dump will be completely frozen.
All right, we'll be back.
All right, we'll be here.
Stay warm, good luck.
I will. Thanks to Trent. Thanks, Trent.
You're welcome.
It is absolutely freezing out today. I think last night it got down to like 7 degrees. Brandon said it was 6 degrees this morning when he ran by Home Depot to pick up some stuff, and he forgot his onesie this morning. Luckily, Trent has an extra one, so he's wearing Trent's onesie to stay nice and warm. Those guys are gonna keep working on tongue and groove. We've got some stuff to do. Hopefully it warms up.
The low was 3 last night.
3! Glad I was inside. That's a 144 Sprinter right there.
It's got chickens.
Yeah. It's got 4-wheel drive and chains on, but hey, that is van life in the mountains. Who's to say you can't drive a van up to our property in the winter, in the snow? It's cool seeing that up here.
Following a shadow down to the graveyard. Wanna say a prayer, gonna pay my dues. I've been running wild ever since I left Virginia, trying to find a face that might remind me I can see the sunlight rising in the mountains, orange and red in the morning sky. I know that the world.
That was really difficult. The jack was frozen to the ground, and the drop on this hitch is different than the drop on Brandon's hitch, who's pulled the trailer most recently. So it was at the wrong height to get the pin out of the jack, and I had to do a bunch of finagling, but I finally got it unfrozen from the ground. And we're ready to hit the road. How you doing?
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase, I'm wide awake. Take me away now.
All right, our dump trip was a success. This is kind of the first time I've towed a really heavy trailer with the Ford, so I will give you my honest feedback, and that is that it tows pretty well. One of the main reasons for that, I think, is it has a 10-speed transmission, so the variability that it can shift and pull and like find the power band and not struggle as far as like the engine and transmission relationship goes is pretty nice. The Cummins was a 6-speed, so having 4 extra gears, and they're not like 4 high-end gears, they're like 4 low-end gears, so it actually tows really well. It has an exhaust brake. I mean, really there's nothing to complain about. Now we are done running our errand of unloading the dump trailer. Now we are actually gonna head over to Home Depot. Allie and I are gonna be diving into a little bit of the interior design, some of the trim options, some of the paint options. We're gonna start trying to like knock out these rooms at least one by one so that we can start using the new living room. We wanna try and get all the trim done in there and the new flooring and then whatever paint we're gonna do in there as well as fixtures. And then we can actually move the couches and stuff into that room, hang the TV, make that room usable. On to Home Depot.
Good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive.
This is the part where I get overwhelmed. Something like that. Really?
You don't like this?
It's pretty cool. You could do a number 1866 with a number 49 or a number 623 with a 49.
So many options.
More confused than when we started.
Allie's starting to get ideas, which usually means more work for me. So we're going to try and figure out what some of this trim will look like on top of like a chair rail with some wainscot or with some like beadboard in the bathroom. I mean, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, on top of that.
No. The big part of that goes down. This on top of there. I think this goes down. Take them off and lay them on the ground.
The baby?
Yeah, the baby. Hold this.
Okay, I like that too.
You too.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. Just gorgeous. Billy's about 6 months old. He'll be 6 months next week. And physically and mentally and emotionally, everything, I feel pretty good. I feel really excited to like be more active and like do more things. I'm still not sleeping great, so that definitely depletes my energy pretty fast, but I would love to go skiing. I'm so excited to go skiing, and it's the ski season now, and the snow has finally become really good. And the only thing I do not understand how to do is I'm exclusively breastfeeding Billy, which means he and I are attached at the hip 24/7. So I can't like go anywhere without him for more than like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. So I have no idea how I could go skiing without Billy. But I feel like people do this. I feel like there's a way to make it happen. Or do women just like not go anywhere without their baby for a year? I don't know. When I was pumping with Leo, it was really easy to just like give whoever was watching him extra bottles, and then I would pump wherever I was, even if Leo wasn't with me, so we could go do things for 4 hours or 5 hours, and it wasn't a big deal. Can't do that with Billy yet, and I don't know if there is a way to do it, but if anyone has suggestions on how to do that, I would love to know, because I really, really want to go skiing. Yeah! Was that fun? It was great?
Yeah.
Yeah? That was awesome.
That was awesome.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Woo! Look at you! Was it fun?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we didn't really get anything done today. Yesterday, we got a bunch of siding done, but today we ran a bunch of errands. We went and dumped the dump trailer, we picked up some trim at Home Depot, made a lot of discussions and decisions as far as like what we're going to do in the bathroom, but still kind of feels like we didn't do anything. But I know that there are just sometimes days where that has to happen. You have to kind of feel like you got nothing done because you have to do the stuff that doesn't feel like you got anything done, and it takes time, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
So big things happening in the next video now that we made all the decisions in this video.
Hopefully we'll be getting some cool stuff done. But anyways, I think this is probably where we're gonna let you guys go. So if you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thanks guys, we love you.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios. I'm gonna sit in it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna pull me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think you can pull me. I think I'm too heavy.
Okay, but you can do it.
You want me to sit in here?
Yeah.
Okay, pull. Pull, 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 pull. Ah, you're strong.
A sunny day, but it's cold outside. It tingles in my heart. Breathing air that clears my mind. I'm all for a good start. I hear those jingle bells, people singing about love. It feels like I'm